All right, let's talk about Kyler Murray here and the Arizona Cardinals picking up a huge win against division rival the San Francisco 49ers. Falling to 1-4 here might have been it, being multiple games behind, in the division. Being able to get a big victory here really helps. So let's talk about what Kyler Murray specifically did so well, because he's putting together a really nice season, and some of it was through the ground, like what you see on the screens. It's going to be a fake handoff toward the offense's left. Murray is going to keep it himself towards the top of the screen, but I have circled a 49ers player in white. That is Nick Bosa. Watch as when Kyler takes the snap, you see Bosa. I think 49ers fans can remember a situation like this in the Super Bowl all too well, as Bosa, going all in to tackle the running back. Hey, if this was a handoff, he would have made a great play, but it's always one of those things where, hey, if you're Nick Bosa, I think you might want to sit here and say, if you're getting unblocked, doesn't that tell you something? But again, keep in mind, edge rushers actually do get unblocked here and there in the running game. You can't block everybody, so it is kind of more understandable why he's doing this, but that's exactly why Arizona's taking advantage. Because then Kyler can step up, and you see right here, it's an interesting situation because there's not an obvious way to gain a lot of yards. I probably should mention the situation in the game at this point. The Cardinals are down 2 points. They're, just on the other side of the 2-minute warning, and they want to be able to get in field goal range to take the lead, right? It's interesting because if Kyler Murray just ran straight towards the sideline, I think the 49ers player closest in that direction would be able to now get a good angle and make a tackle. But if Kyler just runs straight, well, he's going to get tackled by the players right in front of him. So what does he do? Well, he runs straight for a bit, but then cuts to the outside. Because of that, he's able to get out of bounds. You see even like Fred Warner, just getting frustrated. He just can't bring him down. Hey, Fred Warner, maybe the best linebacker in the league. I think the best linebacker in the league, but still, Kyler's faster. It is what it is. So really good stuff here by Kyler Murray. This one was another one where, again, it's going to be a designed run right here. You see he's going to, keep the ball and go towards the top of the screen, and he is going to fake a handoff towards the middle. Watch as, when he fakes the handoff, Nick Bosa, again, comes crashing in, makes another great tackle on a guy without the ball, and well blocked by Arizona. Look at this. Kyler Murray is celebrating. There is a 49ers player, only a couple yards away from him, and Murray is at the 42-yard line, and he's already pulling a Usain Bolt and celebrating before he's at the finish line. But watch him then, he just goes, and he's able to get a touchdown. Again, these plays are just so effective, right? They really allow you to get these splash plays, and you get these splash plays through running the ball, which is always nice to see, because that doesn't always, happen. Sometimes you have to, run to set up the pass and stuff like this. Here, you can just run because it's a good play, which really helps. Of course, the scrambling is always going to be a factor in this as well, where what's going to happen on this play is it's a big play in the game, 3rd down and 9 right here, right? Kyler takes the snap. He's going to look, and as of right now, there is pressure. So, okay, well, what do you do? Again, for a lot of quarterbacks, and this is kind of what's crazy about Kyler Murray, is there's so many situations when you watch him and you see a pressure and you're like, okay, 9 out of 10 quarterbacks, this is just the end of the play. There's nothing you can do right here. There's a pressure up the middle. What are you going to do? But first, watch him almost effortlessly get around. And as of right here, even this point, I think it's kind of crazy because when I'm watching this right here, I'm like, oh yeah, he's going to get this first down. But why? You have, again, Fred Warner, the best linebacker in football, stepping up in good position to tackle Kyler Murray. But it doesn't matter because it's Kyler Murray. As you see, he steps around Warner, dives forward past the first down marker. That's great stuff there by Kyler Murray. It really is. Again, this is just what he does. He makes it look easy. It is not. Very few players can do this stuff, but one of them is named Kyler Murray. As for a negative, this is one example of something we did see from Kyler Murray and Marvin Harrison Jr., something they just need to work on, where the concept itself is a pretty solid concept to gain some yards here. Zone coverage play, you have that route. That is where Marvin Harrison Jr. is going to be running, trying to get into a little gap in coverage there. Again, should work. Kyler takes a snap, doing what he should be doing, getting rid of the football quickly, but they're just not on the same page here. And this happened a few times, actually, where him and Marvin Harrison Jr. just weren't on the same page on certain plays. This actually wasn't even the only pass to be coming in and Harrison Jr. not even looking. Watch as that ball goes, and that could have been intercepted. That was dangerous. So, again, miscommunications result in turnovers. You have to get on the same page there. Marvin Harrison Jr. and Kyler did not have the best connection in this game. They didn't, although they had an important one. And that is this one, the play of the game for the Cardinals, which, again, okay, maybe weren't being clean all game, maybe didn't have the best plays all game, but sometimes it's not about how you play all game, it's about how you play in the biggest of spots. This is a 4th down and 5. The Cardinals are going for it down 2 points, which okay, listen, if you don't get the first down here, the game isn't over. You have all 3 timeouts and a 2-minute warning, and there's still about 2 minutes and 50 seconds left. So you have a little bit of time to play with, but we've seen the 49ers ground game run out the clock to the best of teams in the past. You don't want to put yourself in that situation. Not to mention they could, kill some clock, kick a field goal. It's a dangerous situation. This is a huge play in this game. Make no mistake about it. Kyler takes a snap. There's going to be immediate pressure, and he just has to throw one up. I mean, this is a pure, I'm just throwing it to a spot. He didn't know if Marvin Harrison Jr. was open. He's trusting this guy right here to make a play on a 4th down and 5. And I also have to say, too, I feel there's been this epidemic of quarterbacks who, when it's like a 4th down, throw the ball away or take a sack. That's not what Kyler Murray is going to do. He's going to give his receiver a chance. He wants to win. You clearly see it here. For Marvin Harrison Jr., can he make the play? Well, yes, he can. It was a perfectly accurate throw, as it turns out. Because, again, Kyler was hitting a spot that he was assuming Marvin Harrison Jr. was going to be. So, hey, there's some good chemistry right there. And just some good football in general. Really well done route right there by Marvin Harrison Jr. That kept the drive alive. You saw the running play to get them in field goal range. They kicked the go-ahead field goal and then get Purdy to throw an interception on the last play. Well, not the last play of the game, but essentially the last play of the game on the last drive of the game to pull out the victory. And I also want to bring up this play because it wasn't just that. It wasn't like Marvin Harrison Jr. was awful all game and then made one great play at the end. No, there were some other good plays. This one, it's a 3rd down and 4. Right here, you see his route lined up in the slot, but going to be running essentially a number 1 receiver type route. A deep shot here on a cover 1 play. Only 1 safety deep, so there could be a window, just a one-on-one matchup. As you see, Kyler takes a snap, and he says, oh, cool, one-on-one matchup with Marvin Harrison Jr. Let's put the ball in that direction, which is the correct decision. We saw him do this with DeAndre Hopkins back in the day. It's part of why Hopkins maybe had his best year, at least before injuries kind of caused things to go haywire in Arizona. But anyway, you see right here, watch Marvin Harrison Jr. adjust to that ball so nicely. They pick up a big completion. So, there were some other good plays. I'm just saying that, I think you expect a little bit more out of these two guys, given how they've started the year. There was a little bit of wonkiness with some miscommunications early on, but still made some plays and made the key play when it happened. And, hey, that's how they were able to get the victory and go up to 2-3. So, where are we at with the Cardinals? Again, we'll see. Well, I do think there still are some question marks defensively, but with this offense, they can win any game. They legitimately can. They've played competitive with the Lions. They've now beaten the 49ers. This is not a team that killed the Rams, right? This is not a team that you look at and say, oh, easy win. I don't care who they're playing. This is a team that can win some games. But yeah, that's what I think. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below. Always love hearing from you. And of course, as always, thanks for watching.